While making his presentation on security challenges in tertiary institutions at the orientation program, the State Commander of the Nigeria Hunters and Forest Security Service, Ambassador Musa Hussaini Rambo, described stealing, cultism, and drugs abuse as the major security challenges facing the students of Nigerian institutions, and warned the students to desist from engaging themselves in such bad attitudes so as to become useful members in the society.
Theft, as it is described in Penal Code Law of Northern Nigeria, is an act of taking away of somebody's property without his consent and with the intention of depriving him permanently of that thing. You can be seduced to sin without knowing that you are committing a criminal offense. Poverty is not a yardstick to steal. Hunger is not an excuse.
Ibrahim Garba Kangiwa from National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) shedded more light on the negative consequences on drugs abuse, aimed at discouraging the students from engaging in such acts.
Sometimes the drugs that our team use abuse, they are neither medicine, not even drugs. They are only chemical substances that are around us, that we use this in our home, workplaces, and what have you. Just like rubber solution that the vulcanizer used to flash tube and tires, petrol, that we put in our engines, motorcycles, and what have you. Nail polisher. Some people use it to intoxicate themselves. Super glue. Some can take it to become intoxicated. Some can even work as early as possible in our olden days pit latrine. They'll go there as early as possible to start sniffing the beer for coming out from the pit latrine and become intoxicated. The gutters, some will go and bring out the deep sand there and sniff it and become intoxicated.
Earlier in his welcome address, the provost of the college, Comrade Muhammad Murtala Musa, represented by Malama Aisha Danjuma, congratulated the newly admitted students for securing admission into the college and tasked them to study hard for them to achieve their academic goals. In their paper presentations, Malam Sani Gaddafi Wasagu on academic office rules and regulations, Huraira Hudugu on exams rules and regulations, Malam Abubakar Muhammad Maziri on use of ICT unit, while Malam Mansur Muhammad presented his paper on developing culture of decent dressing within and outside the campus.
It is important to note that no student is allowed to engage in any strike action, and no act of insubordination or any chaos resulting from religious debate or discussion is allowed.
We said candidate examination number only is expected on the booklet. Meaning if booklet is given to you, we are not expecting you to be writing anything on that booklet. It's only your examination number that we are expected of you to write it down there.
Therefore, you are expected to be with us in the ICT to get your usernames and password for you to be able to access the e-learning systems.
Not dress decently. How will people recognize you? And how will people look at you? People will look at you as like you are irresponsible lady or you are irresponsible person. And nobody will come and look at your hand in marriage because you are not decently dressed.
In their goodwill messages, Comrade Nas Amina Gabi and Malam Al-Mustafa Lawal, while congratulating the newly admitted students, also charged them to concentrate on their studies and respect the rules and regulations governing the college for them to excel and contribute their quota to the development of healthcare services. Highlight at the occasion were questions and answers. For KEBBI TV News, Murtala Adamudiri reporting.